Hey everybody, it's Michael with the DiPeso Group here, back with another 2-minute drill video where we take a quick look at real estate and lifestyle here at the Jersey Shore. So today's video is going to cover days on market, geared specifically towards people looking to purchase a home. We're going to do a separate video for people that are thinking about or trying to sell a home in regards to days on market, so keep an eye out for that. So days on market, what is it? Well, you probably know that days on market is the number of days that a home has been listed for sale in its current listing cycle. Now, the reason we decided to do this video, aside from the fact that we like to educate and empower people so that they can, make better financial and life decisions in regards to real estate, is sometimes when we're out with clients looking to purchase a home and they see a home's been on the market for a while, sometimes they'll just assume that the condition of the property is not where they need it to be, and they might even just dismiss the property outright, even though it could be a very good property for them. So the first thing you need to know about days on market is for the first 3 quarters of 2018, the average number of days on market for a home in Cape May County, all types of homes, is about 100 days. So next time you're out looking for a home or looking online, remember that number, 100. That's where the average is right now. Well, how come it's 100? Even for a home in pristine condition, a number of things have to go right for the home to sell. Now, we could spend hours upon hours upon hours talking about all the things that have to happen, but we're just going to cover a few of the broad strokes here. So, of course, first of all, the home has to be listed at the correct price. It has to be listed for fair market value. It has to be marketed well. Most home buying begins online. So if you don't have a good online presence, if the photographs aren't well done, if you don't have a decent video for it, if you don't have a dedicated website like the DiPeso Group does when we're selling homes, if you're not putting the home into the correct places online and even offline, then people aren't going to see it. And if they do see it, they might not be very excited about it, even though it could be a good home for them. So, of course, the next thing is there has to be a pool of buyers that are looking for that type of property in that town, on that street, and, of course, can afford that property. Next, an offer has to be made, an offer has to be accepted, and once the offer is accepted, then we get into appraisal. The home has to appraise for the correct value. Usually there's a home inspection done, so that can bring up some issues as well between buyer and seller. And, of course, the mortgage commitment. The buyer actually has to be finally approved by the lender to receive that loan amount. So those are just a few of the things that have to occur for a home to sell, even when it's in pristine condition. So now I'm going to put up an illustration on the screen with 2 different properties, and think to yourself which one's been on the market for over 200 days and which one sold relatively quickly. Take a look. So that's a pretty striking illustration, don't you think? I could put up 100 slides of oceanfront mansions that have been on the market for a year. I could put up 100 slides of properties that had to be torn down that sold in 20, 30 days, so that the next time you see a property that's been on the market for a while, remember that oceanfront mansion. Don't assume about the condition, and please don't dismiss the property, because there are things that can be done and that are done all the time to determine a property's condition, such as a seller's disclosure. That's where the seller discloses various aspects of the property's condition. We can look into the property ourselves, see what we can find out. If you're looking for a condo townhome type property with multiple units, there's going to be a condo association that holds meetings. We can get those meeting minutes as well as the budget for the association, and that's going to tell you things like, is the association in good financial shape? Are there any assessments levied? Are any repairs being made to the property? And of course, at the end of the day, if you made an offer and your offer's been accepted, you're going to have the right to have your home professionally inspected. Now, unless you're buying the home as is, as they call it, after you've had your home professionally inspected, you will have the right to do one of 3 things. You can request from the seller that they make repairs at their cost. you can do the repairs at your cost, and we see that. Let's say you're getting a really good deal on the purchase price. You might want to move forward with the deal and just do those repairs yourselves because you're getting a great deal, right? Or the third thing is you can just walk away from the deal. If something comes up where it's just out of your league and too much for you, you just walk away from the deal. That's your opportunity. So start thinking in terms of opportunity when you see properties on the market for a while. And I'll give you one more great reason why. Each situation is different, but let's say we have a seller whose property has been on the market for 100, 200, 300 days, and maybe they haven't gotten a single offer on the property. If they really need the money, and you come along and you offer X number of dollars, don't you think that they're going to be willing to negotiate with you? Now, if their property's been on the market for a week and you come along and you offer $30,000 less than asking price, well, you're probably not going to get it because, hey, they just put it on the market. But if it's been on there for a long time and they need the money, chances are they're going to be willing to negotiate with you. So we see this a lot where we help buyers with homes in this situation achieve a purchase price that's significantly less than asking price. Now, it's not the rule by any means. Many times sellers don't need to sell, not in any hurry to sell, and they want to get their price. But just remember, the opportunities are out there. So let's recap. We know that many things have to occur for a home to sell, even when the home is in perfect shape. There are things that can be done to determine a home's condition, so you don't have to assume or just dismiss the property. And 100 days, remember that number, 100 days, is what we're seeing for the average number of days on market for a home in Cape May County through the first 3 quarters of 2018. So keep those things in mind. And what's our big conclusion? We started by asking, when we see a home for sale that's been on the market for a while, does that necessarily mean that something's wrong with it? Well, what's our conclusion? I think you can tell. Days on market has no direct inherent connection to the condition of a property. There's just nothing there. Sometimes a home can be on the market for years and it's in perfect shape, and sometimes it can be a tear down and can sell for in 20 days. So there's no direct inherent connection there. Think in terms of opportunity and think that it could be a really good deal for you if you just look into it and let us look into it for you a little bit further. So insights like this are why I think you should be working with an experienced, knowledgeable team like the DiPeso group who is willing to take the time and educate and empower you to make the best decisions for you and your family that you can make. Because that's what we want. At the end of the day, it's not about selling houses for us. It's about helping people make good decisions because, hey, buying and selling a home, that's probably one of the top 3 most important things you'll ever do in your life. So we want to make that the safest, the most financially reasonable, and hopefully a little bit fun. We want to make this a little bit fun for you as well. So yeah, call or text us today if you see a property that you want to take a look at. If you have any questions about this video or anything else, please call or text. We'll get back to you right away. We hope to hear from you, and thank you for watching. We'll be back soon with our next video. Michael, DiPeso Group, take care.